Oh, we're back. So massive thanks to James for coming
Definitely.
on there. I think you guys, I'm sure that you guys enjoyed his presence.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he loves Quake. It's so weird because I played on teams with him like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I was listening to you guys talking about the teams
weird.
he used to play in, and then him like bitching about the teammates that he had, and you as well. But
yeah, yeah, it's always
very
really
interesting.
fun.
And I kind of enjoyed like doing the observing stuff. That's never really been done in Quake, having a sort of a dedicated observer, because usually it's just the caster sort of does everything.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool to have someone who's able to be in the back. So either Reese, myself, yourself, whoever it might be, we got to do that. Yeah, maybe at Quakecon we can have something like that. But
this could all be over soon.
It could be over in a moment, because we've got the map starting right here. It is currently 1-0 for MD. Averages need a win if we want to see any kind of tiebreaker happening in the entirety of today's tournament play. We're on winz at the moment, as he's going to put some pressure immediately on the enemy base. It's just Sparty in the box at the moment, not getting any 2-box strats there. And he's just got Fazz who comes in, gets the rail, and leaves quite happily.
Yeah, I'm quite curious to see the strategy that MD are going to apply, whether they'll have someone very present on mid in just one box, or how it's going to work out. But we do have the power spawning in 20 seconds, so that could dictate a lot of the action. And maybe some of the early camps as well. Now, this is always like a bit of a gamble, like what is going to spawn? Quad, regen? I'm always very, very sad when the regen spawns.
You want a quad, don't you?
I want
Quad's the most fun.
Yes.
Unless you're sort of trying to protect a sort of 1-0 lead when you're about to hit overtime.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
oh,
yes. You wanna
double quad, yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Sparty though, getting himself a little bit of armor. He might push out Linkin. He's got himself something to work with, but he's going to give it over to a teammate. winz has got a bit more stack than him, but it's very passive play. As that Sparty managed to pick him off, there's going to be a double quad here for team averages. This is something they want to take advantage of really early. All of a sudden, they've been given a gift from the gods. They have got to push in, but Tox is going to defend. He's going to find Sparty as well. He might get another kill, and there's just simply no time to do anything. The quad's going to have a couple of seconds on it. Yeah, you just get rid of that. Get rid of it. And Tox is going to sit like a robot in base for the time being, I presume.
Yeah, that 92% rail earlier was it was something. It was something. He finished, I think, on over 70% rail, so...
I mean, most of the players are getting between the high 40s to high 50s in rail, and then Tox is just in 70s, like, no problem. That's just him in a nutshell, essentially. Noctis getting a flag touch, which is nice for him, but going to want a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I definitely expect him to be a really dominant force in the box here. Already seeing that is going to be the case, and so far it's it's a pretty slow start. We haven't seen any fast caps like we have seen in some previous matches here today, so that's good for both teams.
I think they are playing 2-box. Maybe Sparty and Fazz are playing together in the base. I think they're trying to just stabilize early on. They're not trying to do any kind of Larry tactics right now. But Fazz gets a bit of stack and he's going to attack a little. winz is very weak. So even though Fazz can't attack with that, he's done his job to stop that attacker being a bit of a nuisance when it comes to coming to base.
Sparty, I think originally he was a CTF player, and I remember him playing. I remember watching GTV like probably 10 years ago, and watching Sparty play Flag Def in Division 1 CTF games. So, and also all the Nations Cups for CTF.
He played Fnatic as well.
He's pretty damn skilled when it comes to actually knowing how to play that. Even though it's a very simple position, it seems very simple. He's got a lot of experience. That helps a lot. We've got the power spawning again. winz will take the quads. And what do we have on the other side?
Power-ups being delayed enormously. What is going on? Is there a... Sparty's going to get it eventually, but there's an 8-second delay between all of it.
Other quads. Good to see, good to see.
Where is the other? winz coming in slowly. If winz is able to land a rail, he's not able to. It's going to be Demon getting the quad. And I think Sparty just self-killed him there, just to maybe get the quad with a bit more stack after or something, but Demon's going to dime it. That was very unusual. I would have thought maybe Demon would want to take it, or they're just going to use and abuse it in base turf.
Yeah, if you take 2 quads, it adds the times of the quads, so you have one quad that lasts the sum of both quads, which is nice. And
that's a lot of quad.
Linkin's going to go in, he's going to find himself Mr. Quad Sparty, and he will quickly dispatch him. So pretty easy stuff here so far for averages, and also MD on the defense. They're both doing pretty well so far. Oh, nice shots from Sparty.
That was Tox going down there. That's a big kill, actually. This is time to move in a little bit. We've got, who's out there? There's zyrinx trying to pull some defense off. We've got rockets, so brilliant rockets from Sparty. Can he get next kill on Linkin? He does with the shotgun. His stack is not so bad at the moment. Demon is with him. He should probably palm that over to Sparty. Now they need to find an exit route over here.
Now this is really hard because MD don't know which direction he's going, so they have to kind of hold middle. They need to hold middle and also have a spot on yard or the garden to see which way is Sparty, which way is he going to go. And this is really important right now. Major damage from zyrinx, pushed him straight into Tox, and that's the end of that.
I kind of like the way that MD approached that. They're like, this guy's taking way too long. Let's just flank him down until he's completely suffocated. Make sure they at least have the info on him all the time. And if they get the kill, brilliant. And is there another flag touch just there? The demon getting it just for a moment. And we've got power-ups coming in a moment. There is a bit of a delay on it. I don't know. I don't think it's quite enough delay for one team to get one power-up and get over to the other. At least not very easily. But it's something that could become a possibility in the future. Winz gets a quad. Yeah, and 5 seconds left to the next. Ooh, Noctis getting touched. Averages are getting a lot of flag touches here.
Yeah, Noctis trying to get out here though. He's going to go down to 1 HP. 25 is there for him, but it is definitely quite a doomed exit. We saw him do quite well earlier, but MD, they are going to be able to return it. Toxic gets the return. As winz goes in looking for the rail shots with the quad. He's not going to find them though, and still it seems a little bit difficult for them to stack together an attack towards this red flag room, although Linkin is looking quite promising. Lots of grenades though, it's going to force them back a little bit. Even claims the life of his teammate there, so Linkin pretty interested in actually just waiting here for his teammate to come back in again so they can kind of pincer in. Let's see if he can get some good damage on the harassment though.
I do like all that grenade spam and stuff. It's actually really helpful to zone him out because it's just such a threat. They can definitely think twice about going in there, and at least at the speed at which he's going to go in there, it slows things down immensely. And again, another flag touch from averages. I mean, is this ever going to amount to anything? I don't know, but it's a good sign for them at least.
That's really nice. He's going to get out into mid, but the boost boosted into the close range buckshot of Linkin. That was not the desired effect actually, and of course we will see now averages back to the drawing board on the flag caps. I mean, they've been, as you said, they've actually been getting a lot of touches, and they've been getting it quite far. I would suggest that right now MD are not super stable in their main box defense. So it looks pretty good for averages in that sense.
Fazz is defending like not badly at all. Tox, if anything, has been struggling a little bit so far to really establish himself on this Japanese Castles game. He's going to push forward a little bit. He's been much more aggressive as a defender than zyrinx. So I think he's expected to go into mid and hit stuff, whereas zyrinx is the fallback guy. And Demon there just slapping the keyboard with his face.
Alright, so quad and regens can be spawning. There's a regen there for winz, and he'll take that back into the box here and give it over to zyrinx. Just reinforce this defense. 2
regens. Are you happy about this, DDK?
No.
We want more quad.
Want the quads.
Okay, Linkin's got a touch. This is the first touch they've had in ages. That is a brilliant jump though. Has he got enough health to get across? 16 health. He's just Cyber Demon's dying all over the place in front of him. Is there anyone else to deal with?
Wow.
And Demon is not happy with that. That is 1-0 for MD.
That rocket jump was so perfect.
I need to check something. How many flag touches did they get at all? That was 1 flag touch. They got 5 flag touches for averages, no cap. 1 for MD, cap.
That's pretty sick to be honest, because considering that Linkin didn't have a huge amount to work with, he actually managed to pull that off. Very, very nice indeed. You don't often see the caps go in that way as well. It's just so clean. Alright, so
you see all the fights like happening around them, like 1v1s, and it's just they're so occupied by Linkin's teammates that Linkin's just gonna, I'll just slip by. And it's not an issue for him. Noctis though, getting another touch. He's not in the best of shape, but he's getting better.
Yeah, it looks like averages, whenever they get the flag, they're always able to get one of these yellows. And winz would be able to confirm Noctis' position now, so they know that the quickest place he can be is this mid area, but everybody's in mid. And this is actually kind of okay for MD, because it seems like their setup is a setup whereby, okay, if they can get the flag up at that flag and the base, they can abandon it. As long as they keep hold of mid and get the calls onto where the flag is actually going, it's actually okay. So, well, that's not okay when power-ups are spawning, because the flag carrier could pick up a power-up then, but otherwise it's actually an okay way to handle things. But it does carry risk, of course. And you can also see that the style that averages have been playing, it means that mid presence is not as strong.
There's 3 people attacking at the moment. Oh no, I'm like, what? Is that just Tox, rail after rail, averager after averager dying?
And well, we have the power-ups coming in. And this is going to be really interesting. I think MD really looking to make something happen. Linkin, can he make it 2 of 2 as he goes through towards the garden? Nice rocket jump. Oh my goodness. He's going to get taken down in the end, and he'll spot where the quad is as well.
Demon with the quad. Tox as well, but I want to switch over to Demon because he's positioned a little bit more aggressively than Tox at the moment. Tox is... Oh! No, that's not Tox. It's just another green robot over there. Linkin is going to fall. Demon to keep pushing, make the use of this final 5 seconds. He does get one more kill, but will fall eventually. We've got a flag touch as well by winz. 50 health left. The 225s are up for him. Noctis is going to get a touch as well, but looks like he's going to go down. In fact, they both die simultaneously. And there will be no cap after either of those touches.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how the mid control actually works out, because the presence from MD in mid has been much better, I think, from well, compared to averages. Averages can get into the base, maybe they have more chance of the touch, but they got less chance on getting the flag through middle, and that's actually been a key so far for MD, because that mid control turned one of their very few touches into a cap. So that's also, of course, the movement skills of Linkin was pretty hot as well, but more pushes coming in here, and so far not much being accomplished by either side. Another touch here for MD, actually. Linkin with another one, but he's very low. He just needs some HP, though. There's no 25s for him. Looking to go the garden way, but he should be cut off by at least one player. There it is. And that's the return. But is the room safe? I guess it was, because Fazz did go with the return. Oh, perhaps not. winz was just sitting on it. There we go.
They finally go. I think it's a bit more safe now. We're past the halfway mark at the moment, and it's still pretty tight, to be honest. Averages really aren't playing an awful game whatsoever. The defense is not bad. They've just leaked that one cap, which is causing a massive pain right now. winz very weak over here. Was he trying to steal enemy power up? Because it's spawning very, very shortly. That may have been his own. Linkin, he gets the quad. He's thinking, no, buddy, you can have it this time, winz. It's all yours. You've got 25 more health than me. You deserve it. And Fazz now. He's not looking bad at all himself. Is he going to want to push forward with this, or is he going to want to defend? zyrinx is just keeping it in base. Sparty now has got the other quad. What on earth are they doing? Let's go over to... Demon's going to fall. And Sparty with 5 seconds left on this. He is hoping to destroy the entire base of this. zyrinx actually, I think, was fairly stacked at that point. There's going to be another armor. Sparty is looking amazing right now. DDK, this is a moment where there could be a tying cap.
Yeah, he's looking so strong going straight out of garden. He's going to be met in the choke point by multiple players. The plasma is spot on from zyrinx, and that will be the return. Very well done indeed. And that is the most troubling choke point if you do go through the garden route. That's so tight, that area. You just get bounced around. So we can see, even with like what did he have, like 150 armor or something?
Yeah,
like?
massive stack of Japanese castles. The thing is, did he have the communication from his teammates that that area is safe? Was he just hoping for the best? I feel like if his teammates were going to say anything, it's like, we don't know. And if you have that information, then you probably shouldn't make that move. Maybe go through the little hole gap in the gardens and do a rocket jump across to the other side. And Sparty could have taken a little bit more time, but that moment has passed now. Noctis stealing the yellow, which is quite nice, just to deny those resources from the enemy defenders.
Yeah, that connector from garden to mid is actually the smaller one, like you're talking about. That's actually really sick, because you can kind of telegraph that you're going the long way around, and then just a quick rocket jump there. If you can find the timing as a solo play, yeah, I'd say it's much better. I think you're completely right there. But look at this, Linkin straight in again. He's so perfect with these rocket jumps. Once more, he's going to sprint all the way to the finish.
I didn't see a single averager there on his way.
Yeah, Linkin finds a way. Like I think Tuga's description was apt.
Yeah, but he's just got all the information that he needs. Is like, oh, my teammates are busy here, here, and here. Then that means by power of deduction, I'll go through this route.
Yeah, it's so amazing how Linkin managed to sneak away the flags. He's very sneaky indeed, and 2-0 is very, very strong, especially considering that averages, despite getting some touches, have not been able to really get out of mid. They've managed a few times to come close, and they have actually earned a cap a few times by just being able to bring it to mid. It's just that last ditch team play right at the end to get them past into their own base with that flag that's been missing. And here we go, another attempt here from Linkin. Now, trying to play it sneaky again with the plasma. He's got a teammate to support him, and that's going to give him a clear way out. The teammate is going to be occupying the defense, and he's going to get it straight into garden again. This is crazy. Linkin is in with potentially another cap here.
Wow, he just does it. He just finds a way. His teammates are brilliant with this. But we've got Sparty at the cap, so there might be a cross-cap situation, but no chance. They bring it back, and MD now going 3-0. This is meant to be the closest map that averages are able to get versus MD, but there's just no opportunity for them.
You're right though.
MD
Like,
is a level ahead of every team in this competition.
like you said, he just does it, and with the way he's sprinting to these like finish lines with the flags, he should be in a Nike advert. This guy, to be honest, and winz is going for it now as well. He's got the moves, but this time Demon will shut him down. But it's starting to get out of hand here. I mean, winz got out into mid. They're getting more and more touches. There's so much chaos. The defense has been so heavily depositioned thanks to the Linkin's initial efforts. Now zyrinx is going to get a touch as well. They're going 3 offense.
zyrinx, you're meant to be in your own base. What are you doing? What's going on?
They're not slowing down at all here. And winz wants the touch when zyrinx dies as well. So he's actually going to clear it out, and zyrinx is going to be able to buy the key seconds for that fight to go the way of Noctis. Gets the return. In goes zyrinx with the rocket jump. Is he going to get support out of there? Doesn't necessarily need it. He's straight through.
Oh, just getting caught a little bit. Almost gets railed.
There it
One
is.
hit. And Noctis gets it back. If that cap there, that was game over already. I've still seen comebacks from this position that averages could make it back. Although we aren't getting the right signs from them that they're going to be able to do it.
This
but
is
now linkin.
so sick again. It's not stopping Zood. It's incessant, these flag touches and these runs.
Look, zyrinx, this is how you cap a flag.
Boom.
There we go, 4-0. And now I'm feeling that we have got some security in the victor.
Yeah, they're just so damn good, and it's showing that they're a class above the rest at the moment. Not just aim, but they're so well experienced when it comes to the CTF antics.
I wonder what the Americans are starting to think of this, because as we mentioned earlier today, a European team hasn't won CTF the tournament at Quakecon in over 10 years. That was in 2004
That's
where
so
against
weird.
All Authority won with the French team.
Yeah, that's so weird because there's been a lot of good teams from Gunzoids and against All Authority, and of course Unknown as well.
Fnatic were brilliant, but they were never able to clinch it with their team.
It's really crazy actually. I actually love this magical element that in the home ground that the Americans have been able to keep winning those CTF titles. Of course, it would be very boring if they would get rolled over by the Euros all the time or something. But no, instead it's been the other way around. Very competitive matches. And last time it was an All-American final, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah,
so that's pretty impressive. And they're getting knocked out.
I think at least one European team will be in the final. I'm pretty sure an American team. Honestly, I think it'll be America versus Europe, which would be really hype if we find it in there. Even though it's not like a final situation, it's that Swiss tournament format where we know which game is going to conclude the victor. Noctis here, he's got a flag touch, he's getting to mid, lured by temptation on that yellow armor. But we've got a cross cap kind of thing going on here. 100 health, 80 armor, and linkin far weaker but far faster.
This is really nice for MD, this position. Well, at least Noctis is going to pick up a regen. But you know, about all of this, the skills shown off by MD, I'll go to CTM's one of his favorite last binds. He always had some fun binds, and one of them was do it on LAN.
Yep.
Can they do it on LAN?
And that's the thing. I feel like this time Linkin and co have put in so much more effort than they did last year in order to prepare for Quakecon. I believe. Yeah,
last time it was Toxic who just kind of had reappeared actually, as well. He hadn't been. He'd just come out of back. He resurfaced out of a long spree of inactivity, but now he's been back for a while. And he's kicking some ass, especially in Duel. So very curious to see how that's going to pan out for him.
This cross cap situation now has lasted about a minute, and there's only 2 minutes left in the game, and 4 caps are needed. So every second that Team MD are able to keep this cross cap situation going, their smile slowly grows as they can feel their pockets getting heavier.
Absolutely, it's very strong, and it's just so easy for him. Just okay, I'll just hold on to the flag, no stress, no worries here. Whereas Noctis is like, guys, come on, please,
yeah, he's really stressed now.
Please find the EFC right now, the enemy flag carrier, and get him down, please.
zyrinx is just running. He's hitting a couple of shots, and he's like backing off nicely. Sparty though, getting close. 60 health left. Linkin got his back right now. We'll surely try and help him secure this flag. And actually, zyrinx finds the yellow. He's got shards now, and it's almost as if those fights never even happened. Demon, wow,
boom,
really nice shots by Demon, but Noctis is pretty weak at the moment. Gets a little air rocket on the Tox towards the end, and there's going to be 1 cap for team averages, but there's just about 60 seconds left in the game. How the hell are they expected to do anything with this?
The consolation cap.
Yeah, it's like, here you go guys, you can have 1 cap, but we'll have the money.
All right, so 50 seconds left, and MD are about to close this one out with a swift 2-0-2-0. And we'll see zyrinx picking up the flag once again. In comes the quad, and he's in a very awkward position. He's going to dive off the roof.
That's awesome,
like a ninja. And he's straight through, and Toxic is just going to aid him there. That's actually going to make his job to get to the flags even swifter. Bouncing off Toxic's head, and he's going to pick it up. And 5-1 will be the score, so this is it. This is just done.
Yeah.
It's completely impossible at this point. And, well, it's kind of scary how good MD are, because it feels like they can only improve as well. It's not like they're playing perfectly.
No, exactly. I mean, they are such a monster team at the moment. I am honestly questioning where... I initially thought that the Hang's team is like easy favorites for CTF at Quakecon. I don't think it's going to be so easy for them anymore. That's a GG right there. The champions here of the Road to Quakecon Tri-Masters tournament is going to be the Meltdown group, with Linkin, zyrinx, Tox, and winz taking it down. And looking over there, zyrinx getting a nice positive, Tox as well, both of them kind of more defensive players. Linkin and winz, slightly negative KD, but that's the whole point when you're being an offensive player in a CTF game. So, yeah, really nicely done by them.
Yeah, congratulations to Meltdown, the previously known as Unknown, and now I think they are going to be feeling very confident going into the finals. And I'm sure just all the practice they've been doing, they've already felt confident, because this is the general consensus that this kind of a result was very possible.
Was there ever a point of contestation there? I
No.
think the closest was the Grim Dungeons, but that's just like one map. I want to say, okay, my thoughts on the matches. Best series of the weekend, I'd say it was Evil Tox. Best map of the weekend, I'd say, was Grim Dungeons there between Meltdown and Averages. Most impressive performance, I would have to give to Cypher the way he beat Evil, personally. Even though like Tox was amazing as well. There's so many brilliant plays we've seen this weekend, but I felt the fact that Cypher's having to overcome Evil, who's beaten him a lot recently, it was very convincing, and he was playing so intelligently. Can't say the same for his team performance, but yeah, brilliant dueling. Do you have any like MVP for today? I think
you summed that up actually perfectly. I think Toxic as the MVP from the team stuff today is an absolute. And I think if you're going to go rewatch a match that you missed, you have to see the Grim Dungeons match in the grand final.
Definitely.
Very awesome game, to be honest.
Yeah.
If it had gone to Purgatory, I mean, it would end into Duel eventually. And Quake 4, of course, that's when he really made a name for himself, and it's like, okay, I'm the Terminator now.
Someone to remember, yeah.
But he disappeared for like 5 years or something, or maybe longer. But now he's back and he's still really good.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's so cool.
Just staggering.
It's so cool.
I want to give some shout outs though to some of the peeps in the Quake community, because right now, finally, it's taken the Quake guys a long time, but some of the pros have started streaming. So we've had a couple that have been streaming for quite a while, like Fazz, so you can check him out on just twitch.tv/Fazz. I think he's actually been streaming this weekend. There's also Cooler, who's finally been streaming. A lot of people super excited to see that stream. And I remember the sort of debut stream of his, and there was a massive amount of hype. Like Slasher was tweeting, Twitch Esports was tweeting about it, many people. So you can check him out on twitch.tv/Cooler. There's also ID from the American CTF team, twitch.tv/ID_TV. I hope FACEIT is okay with me plugging these guys.
Yeah, go for it.
Demon, I think he's at Demon with 2 N's, maybe. I'm
not
sorry,
sure
Demon. I'm sorry, Demon. You can check out my stream at twitch.tv/ZLive, but we have no scheduled games yet. We might be doing some Reflex, more Quake stuff. I think we'll do it like a roundup show before we all head off to QuakeCon. Come on, help me out. Who's some more?
Did you say Ash?
Toxic, I see Toxic, I think is. I saw Toxic is streaming. Ash, 102_Ash is, he streams all the time. God, there's got to be more. I'm sure some people in chat are gonna like list a bunch of streams that you guys can check out, because it's well worth looking at all the nice pop streams that we get nowadays. BG Sparks is streaming as well regularly. He's a Canadian dueler team player.
Practice. I guess he's too serious to stream his practice maybe.
That's possible, but I also don't know how good like his internet connection and stuff is. So I don't even know if he can if his internet would be able to handle that stuff. But it would be amazing if
that'd be very cool. Yeah.
Cypher streaming is that just twitch.tv/Cypher online? It could be.
I think so. Yeah, I think that sounds right. What ins did you say? Ins?
I don't even know what his stream is.
Isn't it the amazing? Isn't it? Yeah, that sounds about right.
But you don't want to watch him. He's gonna give me so much.
Yeah, add him in the tournament, man. You gotta give him something. Gotta give him something. He's an awesome admin.
Yeah,
to this tournament for us.
I also want to confirm that the top Rockets game that I want to prepare as like top trumps for the Quakecon players will be ready early next week. So you guys can check that out, and I'll be sending stuff out on Twitter and Facebook so you can get some more information on that. Personally, I know that's what I'll be doing while I'm waiting for games on CS or Quake or whatever it might be.
And if you are from CS, the hub of all information is eastreality.com, and there you will find all of the streams that you just mentioned listed on the sidebar as well.
Check out Quake Live as well on Steam. It's free to play. Take a look at it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Then there's a lot of people who are making these servers where you can actually get some nicely skill matched games if you might manage to find out your elo through qlranks.com. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff in the Quake community, and Quakecon is something we've all been looking forward to. So many people were skeptical about this. Oh my god, this Trimasters tournament, why can't we just have a proper duel tournament where like 32 people can sign up? This time, oh no, we've only got, you know, the best duelers in the world going up against each other, and we're not needing to be filtered out by lots of people who are probably only going to make top 16. Oh no, what a pity. Oh no, we're going to get TDM as well. Oh, we're going to get CTF on top of that. So really, it's turned out into something that I think everyone's really interested about. I have no idea who's going to win on points. Like Cypher, Rafa, Dehang, Toxicooler like can do really well in duel. Then you've got MD who could do fantastically in TDM. Then you've got Dehang's team who can do amazing in CTF. Like the way the points are going to be calculated, I don't really know who's going to do the best.
So dates. You know, what are these people writing their calendar?
23rd to 26th of July, I believe it's going to be on twitch.tv/QuakeCon. FACEIT's going to be doing some production there, so I'm sure you're going to hear some stuff on social media from FACEIT. Yeah, and it's going to be some amazing games. There's going to be so many games. I've got to warn people, they're not going to be able to stream the quantity of games there are, but we are going to pick the best of the best. We're going to try to get player interviews, things like that. I'll be casting with Johan. Sadly, DDK, you're not joining us.
I'll be in Valencia.
Well, I bet it's hotter in Dallas.
Yeah, probably.
Probably for the
last time I was there, it was like 40 degrees.
When I say hotter in Dallas, I mean it'll be bearable in Valencia and nice. In Dallas, it's like 45 degrees or 120 Fahrenheit or something.
You have a pool.
Absurd.
You have sprinkler things. You have aircon. It's great.
Yeah, it is. Although if I stay outside for longer than 15 minutes, then I start to hyperventilate. It's okay though.
helps you out if you're there. You see if he's hyperventilating.
Yeah, just get me a cocktail. The cocktails always help me calm down. So
some cocktails, nice.
Maybe it'll work.
Nice. You'll be in the pool with the cocktails as well.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be brilliant. And it's really cool to have to meet up with all the Quake guys, because we don't get so many opportunities to do that anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm the most sad about, basically.
Yeah. And for me, I feel like my first LAN was in 2012, I believe. So I've only had like really a couple of years to enjoy the company of other people in the community face to face, and really like cherish that opportunity to do that. So I really hope there's going to be some more of it. There might be a UK LAN going on. Well, there is going to be a UK LAN going on the late August. A guy called Lord Soth. This is alias.
Lord Soth.
This is not his real name. He doesn't go by that. It's not on his passport or anything. But something happening there. It's towards the sort of Birmingham area, and I'm trying to get there. It depends very much if I have a job or not at that point, and among other things. But I'm desperately trying to go there. There's going to be other people turning up.
You need to do your personal statement now.
Yeah,
your prospective employers.
I'm very good at. I'm very
housework?
mediocre at talking. I'm not very good at housework.
But you do it all the time.
I'm not looking for a housework-related job.
All right, okay.
I just graduated, which means I probably have no professional skills whatsoever. So yeah, hire me. It would be really helpful.
Good sell, guys. Good job, man. All right.
Okay, how do we round this up? I'll let you do the rest of the talking.
Yeah, well, congratulations to MD and commiserations to the runners-up averages, of course. They fought well, but it'll be MD, the favourites who won. And basically, if you're looking for more Quake Live action, as Duke mentioned, it will be in QuakeCon, so a couple weeks time, and you could just check out East Reality. You won't miss any news. All Quake stuff happens through East Reality. That's the place to be. And well, thank you very much for watching, and Zoop, thank you very much for joining us. It's been ages since I last casted with you.
I wonder if we'll cast again, DDK.
Nobody knows. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Quake action. Thank you very much. Hope you have an awesome weekend. Wait, what day is it? We just had the weekend, right?
It's pretty much
okay.
Over,
Hope
You're
you have
late on that.
an awesome
hopefully they have
rest of your weekend. And good night.